through a shower of pyrotechnics. It was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set. 8, read.
54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Foxtrot.
54 Mike.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Sheds off the tackle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Go!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Right there in the middle, 55. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Pilot, 64.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, Sam on.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Under 10. Go. Ready.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota hands to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Hey. You got 3 down. Watch safety 3. Watch safety. One. Safety 3. Safe. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Charlie.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Moxie. 56. Check 56.
On third down, Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike's 54.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We own them. We own them.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Here we go.
A gain of 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54 is Mike.
Look at me. Go.
Hey, keep it up. Check.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Locke. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mariota. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Right there, 56. You got nothing left. You got nothing. Check hands. Shit.
3.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here it comes.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession.
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Lock now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And you combine it. Big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Tennessee.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
56, Mike 56. What we got? What we got? What we got? Let's go.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37.
A gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Derrick Henry, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
Come to my room. Hey, what's that?
2.
On second and a yard, Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50.
Hey.
Bravo. 5.
On second and 12, Tannehill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to... And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. McManus now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Box trot. Defense, let's get it together.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming.
On the ball. They go.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 30 base. Hey, eat. You don't know no better.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Back at his own 9-yard line.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the gun, it's Locke. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Locke now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Stay with your man.
At the 38-yard line.
Now. Motion. Sit up. Check Mike. Let's go.
Freeman again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Here's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
18 Gator.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Get it.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Block off of play action. Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Tannehill. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will get them 1 closer. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go.
This is Freeman. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.